So guys, this video is to show you how to change the shift solenoid in a 2012 Dodge Caravan with the 3.6 liter VVT engine. It's a job you can do yourself. It's not really a hard job. There's just a bit of work into it. You have to take off a lot of parts. You have to take off the side pan on the transmission, which I'll show you. And then you have to change the actual solenoid. Now, before I get into taking everything apart and show you how I do that to change the solenoid, I'm going to give you the reason why I'm changing it, what the van was doing, okay? So what the van started to do was, I would come to a red light and I would slow down and it would almost stop. It would start shuddering, shaking and shuddering, and then it would shut off. Start it back up or put it up in park, start it back up, everything's fine, drive away. It would do that sometimes. Sometimes I would come to a stop sign, maybe a day or two later, and same scenario. I would come almost to a complete stop, the van would shudder, and then shut off again. Put it in park, start it back up, and it would work fine again. So all the research that I've done on the Dodge Caravans, this is a common issue, and what happens inside the shift solenoid is apparently the filter that's inside of it plugs up with dirt, debris, I guess. It's probably metal shavings from a transmission that's probably starting to get bad, and that's probably what's clogging up the filter inside the shift solenoid. That's my opinion. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, guys. I'm just doing crap here in my garage, right? But I'm going to show you guys how to remove it, and then I'm going to show you guys how to replace it. And then we're going to test it and see if it works. Listen, I'd rather be the guinea pig than you guys. If it works, you guys are saving money. If it don't work, well, you know what? It's probably transmission issues, and I don't want to have to be dealing with transmission issues right now. So for all you guys that are already yelling at me, saying I'm wasting your time, I'm going to just jump right into it and start taking parts off and getting at it. So the first thing you want to start doing is disconnecting the battery, because the battery got to come out, the casing got to come out, and that's the start of it. Removing the battery and the casing for the battery. The nut on the battery is a 10mm socket. And then just remove thermal casing for the battery. I'm just going to remove this engine casing now. You just pull up on it, it's just on dowels. So then we're going to remove this nut for the bracket that holds the battery down. That's a 13mm. Just put it on a long extension, you'll be fine. There's the bracket. If you look at the battery casing, you'll see there's 10mm bolt. One is right there. There's actually one down right here. You can't really see it, but there's one there. It's right there. And there's one down there that actually connects to one of the lines, and it holds the line and the battery casing. You got to remember to be careful removing that one, because you could break that bracket. And if you break that bracket, well, you're breaking that holder for that battery casing. So you got to be very careful, but you'll see how I do it. It's 13mm nuts. I was getting ahead of myself. That's your first 13mm nut. That one was tough, guys, because there's blue Loctite on it, and that's why that one was tight for that battery casing. Now, there's one right here. Now guys, all you have to do is take these off on their little clips. I'm using this little tool right here and just getting them off the little clips. I'm actually getting in my own light here. Just like that. Just look around for the little clips for the wiring harnesses. Pull them out. And some over right here. Pull them all out. And that one right here. This one's a tough one. There we go. And check around, make sure you got all these little plugs out, because it's important to get them out. You don't want to break anything. And now that you got all the clips out, guys, you just lift it from the back, pull out here, and there's your tray right there. You got your tray out. I'm just putting everything in a wheelbarrow here, guys. I know looking down here it's a jumble of everything, guys, but technically all of this got to be out of the way. Is this one has like a cloth shielding over them, and you got to take that one off, and that one is always a bit difficult, gives you a little bit of a hard time, but you work at it, you'll get it. I'm going to set you guys up now, and I'm going to move around a few wires as best I can, because you got the harness right here and you can't really move this big one, but you can move it out of your way to a certain extent. You have this one connecting right here. You can pull that one off that way. This gets all of this out of the way. Tuck that down there. Getting it out of the way is a big part of the issue, because right down here you have a plug. Let me see if I can't get the light down there. So let me see if I can't get my finger there. A lot of people ask questions about this plug that connects into the side of the transmission right here. And how you get this one open is you push down. You see this black tab right here? Right in the center, you'll see a black tab. You push down on that black tab, sneak your hand up and pull up. But sometimes you got to work it a while. You don't want to just yank and yank, because it builds up dirt on everything, and you can end up doing more damage than good. See, here's the plug out of the way. You just go around and get these connections, and when I tell you guys there's not a lot of room here, I really mean it. There's not a lot of room. There we go. That one was kind of stiff. There we go. And what that does is it just frees up that little extra bit to get at things. Next, guys, you want to remove this one, the fill tube for your antifreeze. And this one is fairly simple. You just pull up on it. And when you pull up on it, it's basically out. You just get the, just bear with me. You get the wires out of the way. And this one out of the way. First off, before I lift that one up, I forgot, guys. It's best to remove this hose. It gives you room. Now you're going to leak a little bit of antifreeze when you do it, but not going to be a lot, just a bit. And I just take a little bit of rag and I just plug it as best I can. Just a good tip so you don't waste, because some is going to leak out regardless. And now you should be ready to lift up this tube. And there you go, guys. Simple as that. And basically what you're doing is just giving yourself room so you can work in this area. Unfortunately, you have these wires here. It's just something you have to contend with. It's what it is. And also, it sucks that I lost that antifreeze right there because I actually have to get on that ground right there. So now I have a bit of a mess. Now guys, to get this, like it's like a housing, like a soft housing over the, I don't know why it's there over the pan. They all got it. To get that one off, you just put your hand down, pull up on the bottom. And they're a little bit tricky because the transmission stick is there. Well, the fill tube, no stick. But I do have a video on showing you how to check them. And let it go from the bottom. And this is just like a little housing. I don't know. I guess it's like a protector housing that goes over the pan itself. And we're starting to see the exposed pan now a little bit. I like spraying a bit of WD. I'm using WD-40 here now. I'm just spraying the nuts. And there's little clips on the end of these. They're going to be tricky, trust me. It's just clips that keeps that housing on that never wants to come off 100%. Just spraying it down through. I'll get the rest from the bottom. Right now I'll get these from the top. Okay guys, so you can see I got the 8mm socket on the one bolt. This one bolt sometimes strips out, breaks off. So wish me luck. As you saw, I sprayed it with the WD-40, but that don't always work. So wish me luck on this one because it usually breaks. And I can tell already that this one is not going to be any different. And believe me, I don't want it to break. So he turned a bit. I'm going to just put him back. Now trying again. I can tell already something's not right. He's really tight, and I'm hoping he's... Nope, see? That one always breaks, guys. Always breaks. In most all of them, that first one breaks. Usually, it doesn't happen to anymore. But... I'm trying another one. See? All the rest of them you'll get. Always that one on the top left corner. Always breaks in all of them. I'm going to go ahead guys and get these top bolts out, and I'll put the camera back on when I get to the bottom bolts. I'm just going to take out, I'll get the flashlight. I'm just going to take out this bolt right here now, and then the rest I'll get from the bottom. It's a little bit easier then. But these I have to get from the top. So most of the bolts I was able to get up on the top. Now I have to get these, but my extension's in the way. And in case you're wondering, I didn't even use a jack here. Technically you don't need to. I'm having antifreeze leaking on me. That's always good. So that's one bolt loose there. I'm just going to go through, loosen them. Okay, so I got my 10mm socket here, guys, because the two bottom bolts right on the bottom end. So this one up here, which you can't kind of see, let me get the camera right. This one up right here and the one over here is a 10 millimeter. I'm keeping all the bolts all up there, guys, like that. Just trying to keep it all in order. There's the one I twisted off earlier, right there. Which is going to suck. I'm going to try to fix it, drill it out maybe, right? But let's see how that goes. So now that pan technically right now is free. So we're going to get, I have a drain pan here. Oh, this hose fell right in that drain pan, like of all the ways to go. This is from another job I did. Same job, by the way. This is trans fluid from another same gear van. I had to do the same job. So we're going to slide this up here as best we can. Okay, so guys, I'm going to tap this pan now and try to get it to break free. And as you can see, it's already breaking free. And there you go. So the pan now is off. And a lot of people says the pan can come out from the top, but guys, it can't. As you can clearly see, it can't come out from the top. It has to come out from the bottom. Now, you have to watch out for this piece right here. Remember where we plugged in our wire before? So I'm just going to take the pan and see, there you go. Drop right out. And you give me a second, I'll go up under and I'll pull the pan out. Here you go, guys. Here is the pan. And now I got to go through the process of cleaning it up. But what I really want to show you, for those of you that have never seen the solenoid before, it's right here. Here is your shift solenoid right there. That is him. Now, he has a little clip on the bottom that is kind of tedious. You have to be careful. I don't usually remove the clip until I actually let this go. So guys, it's a Torx bit right here that we're going to loosen the bolt, the nut, like that. Be careful you don't lose the nut. And I'm going to lay him up here. And now guys, I'm very gently going to pull out the solenoid. And now this gives you access so you can unplug the wire. A lot of people say you should unplug it first, but I found it's easier. Oops, that's not good. Don't matter. That's okay, guys. You still got the clips right here. And guys, this is your shift. Is the light good? Okay. This is your shift solenoid. What happens to these? What makes that shutter when you come to a stop and they shut off? This filter right here gets dirty and clogs up. That's usually the indication. 9 chances out of 10, it's this one. So guys, this is what you want to use. This is the black RTV silicone. This is what they use. There's no gasket on this. As you can see, this black silicone is what they use, and they're using the RTV. Make sure when you buy it, you're buying the RTV, okay? I can't stress that enough. You only have to put a little bead, so clean this real nice. For me, I just take a utility knife and I just clean it like this. You see the little bead they put on the inside. And if you notice, their bead is all on the inside, okay? You just take your knife like that, clean it all along. Keep doing that until you get all of it off. Make sure you clean it good, dry it good, because when you put it back on, well, you don't want it to leak. And make sure you clean any debris out of the pan. Clean it, clean it, clean it. So guys, Obviously, I'm not doing it now. And make sure once you get it all clean, which I don't yet, you just put a little bead on the inside like this, all the way around like that. You let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then from up and underneath, okay? Up and underneath. Don't try to put this pan in from the top. Make sure you do it from underneath very carefully. Push it in. Make sure you got a couple of starter bolts in your hand. And way to go, just put your bolts back in. That's all you have to do, okay? That's it. Once you do that, it's just putting it back together, and you guys can watch the video on how I took it apart. That'll show you how to put it back together. And guys, I hope this video helps, because these vans have a major issue with these shift solenoids, with the filters clogging up. They get dirty. I think it's actually actual metal shavings from the transmission. That 6.2 TE transmission, I think it's metal shavings that starts to get clogged up inside that filter and block it all off. And that's not a good sign. But I assure you, you fix if that is the problem, you put that new shift solenoid, you'll be good for a few years anyways. I noticed my trans fluid wasn't there was no metal shavings. There's no metal shavings in this pan. There was none. I changed the transmission fluid in this last year. There was also no metal shavings in the bottom pan. The bottom pan, I have a new filter, and that's done. This was my second time working on this particular vehicle. I just want to note one more thing, okay? You can't really tell by looking at it if it's clogged up. I never could. It's not like it's going to sit on top. It's inside the unit itself is where all the dirt lays, okay? I just want to add one thing, guys. If you guys notice, when I took out the old solenoid, I broke this clip on him. I didn't really care about the old solenoid. On the new one, I had the new clip. So if you look back, because a lot of people's going to leave comments and say, hey, you broke the clip. That's from the old solenoid. This is the new one. I'm going to get ready now and put this one back in. You just put him back in, line him up with the holes, make sure he's in place, just like that. You get your little Torx bit, see, that's your little Torx head, and you line him up, screw him back in. Just like that. You take your Torx wrench, slide it up and under. You don't have to go super, super tight with this, guys. And that's it. Then you take your plug right here and you just plug it back in. A bit tedious to get the camera there for you guys. There you go. That's it. And that's the shift solenoid back in it, guys. Remember, guys, clean up your surface as best you can all the way around and down on the bottom, and then clean up your pan. Make sure you insert your pan from up and under. So bring it up like this, over this, where you plug in your big wire harness, and you're good to go. And use your RTV. So guys, I'm just using this wire wheel on this drill, cleaning up the pan, go around it. I find a wire wheel does a really nice job on cleaning up pans and base pans, transmission pans. That's pretty good, guys. And I'm going to clean this all up with brake cleaner as well. So I'm going to clean it all up with brake cleaner. Guys, you don't want any kind of debris inside your transmission body. So try to clean it out as best you can. Going to use some brake blast. This will make the RTV stick really nice to the surface because, you know, grease on your hands, grease from the vehicle. This will just make it that extra bit better. Doing it inside is just overkill. So guys, there it is, nice and clean. It's ready for the RTV. Remember, when you do it, I'll get back to you when I'm about to put the RTV on the pan. But first, I have to clean the vehicle. But for it's kind of dark here now, guys. I got the light shut off. First, I have to clean the body of the transmission, just like I cleaned the pan. And that's going to be tomorrow's job because, guys, I'm tired. It's like really late. It's like, let's see what time it is, guys. Let's check it out here now. For me, 5 o'clock in the morning comes early. I was up 5 o'clock and it's 9:16 at night now. So I'm pretty well done and beat. So I'm going to jack up the van tomorrow. Jack it up on both sides. Get it higher. Get up and under. Clean this housing, this transmission really well. Really good. Then we're going to put the RTV on and put the van back on and start putting it back together. See you in the morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Back at it again. I got it jacked up a little bit on the driver's side just so I can get under more decent. All I'm doing here now is just cleaning off where the pan goes on the transmission. I'll get as much as I can from the top and then I'll go down and do the bottom. Bolt in my hand, and I've let it sit for about 10-15 minutes, and now I'm going to get ready to very gently to try to get this one up in place. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start putting some fluid in the spigot right there, which is right down there. I'm gonna get the funnel in, the pan's on, all the bolts are tight, and we'll see how that goes. So guys, this stuff is $17.99 a liter. That's ATF4, and it's for this van. So I have everything put back together, guys. I'm sorry, my battery died, didn't realize it, but all technically I did was I put that protector over that pan, you know, that like a, I don't know, insulator. And I put the battery casing back in, just bolted it down. That was pretty simple, guys. You can look back on how I took it out to know how to put it back in. And now I'm just getting ready to put the battery back inside. And there's the battery. And I know the battery is swelled out. It's actually a new battery. I don't know why I did that, but the battery is working fine. I'm not having an issue with it, so I'm not going to mess with it. And I'm going to put the battery bracket back on. Seems that this is quite universal. And then it's the insulator, which it's again universal. Not quite sure how this one just sits, but anyway, he's going to be there like that. And our negative terminal, our positive terminal, this one seems to have an issue, but he's getting good contact. Now guys, we're going to drop this one back down first. And this is the fill tube for your antifreeze. First thing we got to do is put it in the proper way. That's always a good sign. There you go. He's there. Then we'll run this hose. And we'll put this one back on. I always like to give them a little tap just to make sure. So guys, I still got it on the jack, but I am going to start it up. Let it cycle through a few times. And the reason why I'm doing this, guys, is because I want to see if there's any leaks anywhere. I don't think there'll be any leaks. No, it's dry. Nothing's leaking. What you guys see? It's all dry. Now let's run her through her gears. What a beautiful shift I'm feeling right now. I got to see why the engine light's on. Okay, I'm going to back her out. So far, so good. Gears are quick. Seems to be fine. So guys, I'm gonna go take this for a drive and I'll get back to you. So it's been a few days later and I've been driving it. I've put about, I'd say 150, 160 kilometers on it. I'll put that in miles for you up in the screen there. And I checked it 6 or 7 times, made sure everything is good. One thing I want to say, guys, is I have a video, and I'm going to link it down in the description. If you just click on the more, where it says more, I'm going to link the video to show you how you check the transmission fluid in these 2012 Dodge Caravans, because there's no dipstick. There's no transmission dipstick. And I'm going to put a link to the video where I completely explains how to do that and what you have to go about to do without having a dipstick. But I just want to say, guys, to me, this van now is completely different. It's acting completely different. I find the gears are smoother as it's going in and coming out, and there's no more such thing. Guys, I'm telling you, I've stopped this van probably like 500 times in the last 2 or 3 days, and everything is smooth. The RPMs don't even fluctuate, and it's working perfectly. What a difference a shift solenoid makes. It's, you know, guys, allow yourself out about 4 or 5 hours work, right, if you're going to attempt this. I'd say the difficulty level on this from a scale to 1 to 10 is probably like a 4, just for your guys' reference. But anybody at home in your garage can do this. Anybody can do this on their own, right? It's not that difficult. But yeah, so I hope this video helps you out, because a lot of people think that their transmission is shot, and they go out and spend thousands and thousands and thousands and get a new transmission. Then they got to pay a garage to put a transmission in. I am telling you, a lot of times with these Dodge Caravans, the 6.2TE transmission, it's usually that shift solenoid. So this one here, guys, this is the one that causes all the problems. The rough shifting, erratic shifting, the shutter when you come to a stoplight or a stop sign, or just stop the van and it shuts off on you with that little shutter as if it's not coming out of that first gear. This is usually the problem. And what happens is that filter inside there gets clogged up and dirty. And I said it as I was making the video, I feel it may be a short sign that the transmission has metal shavings. Maybe it's just starting to wear itself, but I'm sure I'm going to get a few years out of this now, just by changing this shift sensor. If I would have kept driving it like this, well, then I know something eventually was going to give out. So once I put the miles on it and kept checking the antifreeze and the trans fluid level and making sure nothing was leaking. I then cleaned it, guys. If you look back, this was all dirty. So I got up this morning and I figured, well, everything's working good now, so I'll clean it. So I give it a little clean on the front there. And guys, that's it. I hope this helps, and I hope that you guys are successful if you try doing this project on your own. And thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can leave me a like, you can leave me a subscribe. And if this video helped you and you feel that you want to give me a thanks, a super thanks, go right ahead. Feel free to go ahead. If I can help you, maybe you can help me a little. Alright guys, see you on the next one. Alright guys, see you on the next one. Southside Boy Style is out.